recently I've been working with quite a few clients who experienced anxiety and hypervigilance, so much so that they felt that they were always questioning everything. They were always second guessing everything. Their minds couldn't relax. They were over analyzing other people's words and behaviors. The result of that, as you can imagine, or maybe you know it because you've lived it or are living it right now, is that it's completely exhausting. And your conscious mind knows that you're safe, but it's like your subconscious, an old part of you, doesn't believe that you're safe, and so is constantly looking for the threat that it knows must be there, because it knows that it's not safe to be in the world, perhaps. Well, what I've found from the last few clients that I've worked with is that this kind of hypervigilance and anxiety that is quite floating, it's not, it's nebulous. It's not about like when you really know that your conscious mind knows there's no threat here, but yet you can't relax. What I've found from working with clients in hypnosis and asking their subconscious mind to take them back to the root cause of where that belief, I'm not safe, it's not safe to be me in this world, it's not safe to be here, where that belief comes from, quite often it goes back to being in the womb. And you might think that's not possible. I thought the same thing. Like, you might think that it's impossible to recall being in the womb. And from a conscious level, I would agree with you. But I have now had too many clients going back to memories of being in the womb and that's changed what I believe, that actually babies in the womb, unborn children, when we're in the womb, we can feel, and this is why we end up with this nebulous kind of anxiety in the air, because actually what's happening when you're in the womb is you're just connected to your mother's nervous system. Like her blood is pumping through you, through the umbilical cord. You are part of her body, if you like. So you're feeling her emotions. You can feel whatever she's feeling, but you don't have access to her thoughts and her rational, logical understanding of what's going on. And you, like, say the mother has an argument whilst she's pregnant with you in her belly, you can't hear or maybe even understand, or maybe you can, but you can't understand it. So the baby tends not to hear or understand the details of what's being said. But what does happen is they feel the emotional response in the mother. Hence, if the mother doesn't feel safe, or she feels under threat in any way, the baby feels that too. And that can lead to this just free-floating sense of it's not safe. I'm not safe. And also another thing that happens is the baby tends to make a bit of a vow. This can happen, and I've seen this quite a few times, is that the baby wants to protect the mother. And yet they find that they're obviously a baby in the womb. they don't have the means to protect the mother. There's nothing they can do to protect the mother. And so what happens is they get a belief that goes, I have to, but I can't. I have to protect mum, but I can't. And this results in something called learnt helplessness. And when this happens, and this can happen in childhood as well, it's not just about babies in the womb, although it can be that. When the child wants to or feels a need to help the parent or elder sibling or whoever, but they don't have the skills or capacity because they're just a child, they get this understanding, this knowledge of I need to, but I can't. I have to, but I can't. And that creates this powerlessness. And that pattern of powerlessness that gets imprinted then can remain with you until the day you die. You can carry that energetic signature, if you like, that emotional signature, that just felt understanding of I need to, but I can't. I need to, but I can't. Right throughout your life until you find a way of understanding it and healing it and realizing that it's not true. And the way that you need to do that is to heal the child, and so that the adult you can take the reins in your life. So if you are feeling stuck, you can't take the action you need to take, you need to take certain actions as an adult, and yet you have a overriding sense of powerlessness, it might be that it stems from this childhood experience of needing to help an adult but not having the skills and capacity. So there you have it. Free floating anxiety, hypervigilance, always questioning everything, could be early, very early pre-verbal trauma where you don't understand what's going on, but you feel the energetic imprint of it's not safe. And then the other thing could be this learnt helplessness where you feel powerless to change, powerless to help, powerless to do what you know and want, you need to do and you want to do. And those are my thoughts for today. You can find out more at truewealthwithbetty.com.